Hey everyone, welcome back. I am coming to you with another modeling video. I have so many DMs and I'm trying to, I kind of located everyone's questions and concerns and comments and all that stuff, and I figured out what kind of YouTube videos would benefit people. And one thing that I said in my last video, which I will attach in the link below, is about setting up test shoots, and I spoke a little bit about test shoots and what they are. And so a lot of people have been asking me how to come up with a test shoot, who to contact, what kind of photos to take, what to bring into the modeling agency, and all that stuff. So that's what I'm going to be talking about today. Okay, so first of all, I want to talk about why test shoots are important. No matter what model you are, no matter how many years you've been in the industry, whether it's 1 or 2, or whether you're starting out, or whether you've been there for 10 years, you're always going to do test shoots. The point of a test shoot, it is not a paid job, okay? So what it is a collaboration between the model, the hairstylist, the makeup artist, which sometimes could be both, and the photographer and the stylist, the clothing stylist. So usually that is a collaboration where everybody benefits one another and they add these photos to their portfolio, whether the makeup artist gets close-up shots, the model gets full body shots, same as the stylist, and the photographer gets his photos too. So you get the point. So that's usually what it is. And usually if you're with a modeling agency, the agency actually finds the photographers and the photographer finds a team, and that's when you go out and you meet with them and you take the shots. Now, if you are not currently in a modeling agency, you would have to do that on your own. So test shoots are very important because they build your portfolio and they have to show a variety of photos of yourself, how you can look like, different makeup, different looks, all that kind of stuff. So if you are, so now we're going to talk about how, so that's basically what a test shoot is going to be needed for. And now we're going to talk about how you're going to set that up if you are not a model. Test shoots are for your portfolio technically, but you do not understand how much they helped me when I had no modeling agency. I think if I went into a modeling agency and I've never done a test shoot before, by the way, I set up half my test shoots on my own. I think I've done 30 before I signed with the modeling agency. And they helped me so much because I finally knew my angles, I knew my looks, I knew facial expressions, I knew how to stand, I had a very common pose. So they helped me, and they technically put a foot in the door once I actually signed with a modeling agency. They put that foot in the door where when I got a job, I did really well in it, or when I went to a casting, I did really well in it. So I got jobs faster than usual because I had that experience. So test shoots are for your portfolio necessarily, but they are going to help you so much with getting exposure, experience. And once you work with these people, the power of social media is each one of these people in this team are going to post photos on Instagram. And when they post photos on Instagram, they're going to be tagging you in it. And when they tag you in it, you're going to get more followers, you're going to get more attention, you're going to get more DMs. And that's how this world works. Yeah, okay. So one thing that is very, very strong is Instagram. I used to do it. I would probably do it sometimes. And it is just to post a story and say, anyone looking to collaborate, I want to take some cool shots by the beach. Any photographer is willing. A test shoot does not mean you have to have full face of makeup, you have to have an outfit, you have to have all that stuff. Sometimes a test shoot could literally just be the model and the photographer, and you just take photos by the beach in a swimsuit. It could be very natural, very simple. Remember that agencies love simple because that is what they want to see you as a plain nothing on your face so that they can imagine you with other things on your face, like a very harsh makeup, a very cool makeup, a sporty, whatever it is. Yeah, so a test shoot does not necessarily have to go all out. So Instagram is a very powerful tool. I would post on there. I would even DM some photography accounts and be like, hey, you're in my area. Would you like to shoot with me on this day? And if you know, if I did it once, a cousin that knows how to dress well and is very fashionable, you can ask her or him to dress you up, pick out some outfits from your closet. So you can kind of do your own thing, DM those people, send out messages and set it up and take the photo. Other than Instagram, I just found out about these 2 apps, so I can, in my next video, I can review those 2 apps because I'm gonna start using them on like myself. But I just found out about them, I read about them, they're legitimate. Vogue has written about them. And actually when I signed up, I found out that a lot of the models from my agency and other agencies that I know of are actually on the app. So what this app is you can go on and you can either be a model, you can be a makeup artist, you can be a photographer, you can be anything that's got to do with like that team. And you look for photographers on there, or makeup artists, or a makeup artist can look for a model, for example, and then you just contact each other, and it could be paid or it could be collaboration. So you work around that app. I'll find out more about it and like tell you a review about it in my next video possibly, or the one after that. You also don't want to like just get a random friend with a camera. I mean, that's great if they have really good skills, but yet again, it is best actually, like even if you're willing to pay good money for a professional photographer, I would do it, just because like they're gonna know the angles, they're gonna know what kind of photos to take, where to take them, they're gonna tell you the type of landscapes that would work with the theme you're trying to go with, and they also know how to edit photos and make you look good in that setting. We're not too much edited because, you know, agencies don't like that much. So yeah, so like I would say, even if you want to and if you're willing, and if, you know, Instagram and these 2 apps didn't really work for you, or contacting other people, try to look for a photographer and try to set up like 2 hours of photography, get a bunch of different outfits. I'll talk about that right now. The thing about test shoots, why agencies send you out for so many test shoots, is because every photographer, every stylist, every makeup artist has a different theme. So they're either gonna be like, oh, they want to do like a sporty look, or they want to do a very like high-end, classy, very high fashion look. Basically, the point is you want to have a huge variety of photos of you looking different in every single shot. You want simple, you want natural, you want fun, you want laughing, you want sporty, you want outgoing, you want colorful, you want swimwear, you want lingerie, you want high fashion, you want casual clothes, all that kind of stuff. So this way, because when you submit those photos, now I'm saying to submit for the agency because you are not a model just yet. But usually those photos that agencies send you out to take the test shoots are sent out to clients, or clients can see them, and this way the client can look at your book. So usually we get a physical book, and then you open the physical book, the client does, and looks at your photos, and those photos are usually 99% of the time are test shoots. Almost none of them are from actual paid jobs. And so they look at them like, oh, look at her, she can do this, he can do that, wow, he looks good in a suit and a tie, oh, hats look good on her, maybe she'll work for our campaign, you know? It's stuff like that. So it's like little bits and pieces where client can see you in very different, wide range. Yeah, so that's what you're aiming for. So if you're gonna be your own stylist, aim to get 3 completely different outfits. You know, yeah, so basically that's it. And then the other thing that you must have before doing all these things is you have to have a very simple shot of just like your face. I spoke about this also in my other video. So just a very natural, no makeup, close-up shot, and then you want the right and left, full body, and then almost like thigh and up. Yeah, thigh up. Yeah, you can check out my other video. I talked a little bit more about that over there. So that's something that you are going to be looking for if you are coming in for an open call. So my next video, I think, is going to be, it's something else that I get questions about all the time, is what to expect when you go into an open call. An open call is when you come in at the day and the time that an agency has set up for a bunch of models to come in and meet with them. I'm going to talk about what they're going to expect you to do there, what you are 99% of the time are going to do and going to have to present. So I will talk about that in my other video in more details. But usually when you come in with those photos, you're not just going to like show them on your phone and be like, yeah, like swipe through the pictures. No, that's not professional. So what you're going to want to do is, what I would do is I would open and download an app that's like a grid app on your phone. And I would put the photos of you in like a grid, maybe like a 3x3 or a I don't know, 2x2 and then a 2x2 on another page. And what I would do is I would go and print them out on like nice photo paper and present them. Or I would do just like 5 of your favorite still shots, one natural, one full body, one more exposing your body, one casual, etc. So I would do like a variety of 4 or 5 on separate pictures, or I would use an app and do a grid and put the photos on there and print those out. Print those out for sure. You do not want to come in with like a tablet and be swiping on your phone. Hey guys, I'm so sorry. It got significantly darker in here. I had a camera problem. My card went full, but there was like nothing on the card, so I had to like format the card. Apparently there were like hidden files or something, I don't know. But anyways, jumping back into this, I was saying before it cut off that another thing that I just started doing is I collected all like the photos I've taken with test shoots and like jobs, and I put them all in a folder in my drive, my Google Drive. And so then whenever like a client, or not a client, like somebody wants to shoot with me, for example, or whoever, and send my portfolio for, even if like my agent asks for like some new, I don't know, whatever I need the photos for, they're just always there and available, and it's super easy. So I can just literally just share the file with whoever needs it. So that makes things easier and just more organized. Then you just have them there right in front of you. Yeah, so I think that's it for the video. I literally just had like 3 more minutes to talk, and it like cut off, and now it's like totally dark outside. It's like 4-ish, 5 p.m, 4 p.m, and it's like dark. What time is it? It's 4. Anyways, I did just want to do a quick recap. So test shoots, they are for exposure, they're for experience, they're like a foot in the door, and they build your portfolio. For what photos to take, you want to take the most creative photos. You want to have a big variety. The 3 photos that you must take when setting up a photo shoot is you need a headshot, you need a full body photo, and you need a 3/4 image. Those are required and they're a must, so you must do those at beginning of any test shoot or whenever like you may need them. Set that up with someone. And you also want to take photos that are fitness, that are very high fashion, and then commercial. I wrote these down so that I don't miss anything out. So those are the photos you want to take, those 6 type of shots. And then, so how to like present your portfolio, you can technically show an iPad. I personally would like to print the photos, do the grid like I told you, just because then they can actually have the photo to keep it in front of their desk and be like, oh yeah, you know what, I'm really convinced about her or about him. I just think it's like nicer for them to be able to have those photos and you're just showing them on the iPad and they're gonna forget you, so this way you're more memorable. Yeah, and the last thing is how to set up a test shoot. If you do not have connections, you can make it happen. Type in hashtags, type in photography, type in collaboration, type in makeup artist in hashtags and tags, look up Instagram accounts, post on your story. What else? DM a couple people. The other thing is the app. Try to use that one on there. I'm gonna explore it a little more and maybe like do a screen recording and show you guys on there in what I talked about earlier. But yeah, so this is everything. I hope you guys are able to set up your portfolio and be able to get into like good positive feedback from these open calls that you end up going to and get the experience and exposure that you need. Best of luck. If you have any other questions or want me to film specific videos, leave it in the comments below, please. I will reply to every single comment, and for the DMs, I have a lot of them. I try to get to them as best as possible. Sometimes I read them and just don't have time to reply, and that's why I make these videos. So yeah, stay tuned for my next video. It's probably gonna be about open calls and what to expect and how to present yourself at an open call. I'm not 100% sure, but I think it's gonna be modeling related. So stay tuned for that, and I will see you guys soon.